Good day everyone, my name is Manuel David R. Prias. Today, I will discuss the requirement to be complied by a ship under MARPOL Annex 456. First, I will discuss the requirement to be complied by a ship under MARPOL Annex 4. Regulation for sewage waste MARPOL Annex 4. The sewage waste discharged from the ship is regulated under MARPOL Annex 4. Here are the requirements to be complied by a ship under MARPOL Annex 4. Every ship of 400 gross tonnage and above, which is engaged in international voyage and carrying minimum of 15 persons on board, must be equipped with either a sewage holding tank, appropriate capacity, or an approved sewage treatment plant, or both. The sewage discharge from the ship is allowed if it has an approved sewage treatment plant, which can treat the raw sewage in discharge committed and inspected sewage, which this arrangement the discharge is allowed at a distance of more than 3 nautical miles from the nearest land. When the ship is proceeding with a speed of 4 knots and above, and MARPOL Annex 5 seeks to eliminate and reduce the amount of garbage being discharged into the sea from ships, unless expressly provided otherwise. Annex 5 applies to all ships, which means all ships of any type whatsoever operating in the marine environment, from merchant ship to pigs or floating platforms, non-commercial ships like pleasure crafts and yachts. Here are the requirements to be complied by a ship under MARPOL Annex 5. General prohibition. The disposal of all garbage into the sea from the ships is prohibited except in some limited circumstances. Under MARPOL Annex 5, garbage includes all kinds of food waste, domestic waste, and operational waste. All plastic, cargo residue, incinerator, ashes, cooking oil, fishing jar, and animal carcasses generated during the normal operation of the ship. Food waste while the vessel is en route, food waste that have been committed or ground capable of passing through a screen with opening no greater than 25 millimeters can only be discharged 3 nautical miles or more from the nearest land. Food waste not committed or ground can only be discharged 3 nautical miles or more from the nearest land. Ships operating alongside or within 500 miles of a fixed and floating platform cannot discharge food waste except under every limited circumstances. Garbage Management Plan. Under MARPOL Annex 5, every ship of 100 gross tonnage and above and every ship certified to carry 15 or more persons is required to carry a garbage management plan. The garbage management plan contains procedure for collecting, storing, processing, and discharge of garbage, including the use of equipment on board. And lastly, of my discussion, MARPOL Annex 6 limits or pollutants contained in ships, exhaust gas including sulfur oxide, particulate matter, and nitrogen oxide, and prohibits deliberate emission of ozone-depleting substances. This annex also regulates shipboard incineration and emission of volatile organic compounds from tanker. Here are the requirements to be complied by ship under MARPOL Annex 6. Port State Control. As a part of initial inspection, which may be undertaken by Port State Control, will be an assessment of whether any installed engines were required to be fitted with an approved method, and if so, whether such means had been installed within the time period allowed. Those instances where commercially available approved method had not been installed as requirements that could be considered as undeniable deficiency and in accordance with Regulation 2.2 or MARPOL Annex 6, the ship prevented from sailing until situation had been resolved. Sulfur oxide emission. Sulfur oxide are produced when ship burns sulfur containing fuel. This emission contribute to acid rain and respiratory diseases in humans. The IMO introduced global sulfur caps, reducing the maximum sulfur content in marine fuels to 0.5% or 0.1%, and emission control areas ECAS method to comply include using low sulfur fuels, scrubber, exhaust gas cleaning system, or alternative fuel like LNG. Nitrogen oxide emission result from high temperature fuel combustion in engine. They contribute smog formation, acid rain, and respiratory issue. The IMO regulates no emission through Tier 1, 2, and 3 standard, with Tier 3 requiring an 80% reduction in nitrogen oxide emission for ship operating in designated ECAS. Compliant measures include exhaust gas recirculation, selective catalytic reduction, and LNG fueled engines. In this Annex 456 is an important for preventing pollution of the marine environment. That's all for my discussion. Thank you.